Hello Capricorn, Virgo and Taurus. This is your weekly reading for the week beginning. I think it's the 20th. I'm really not very clear on my dates this week. And I have got male and female readings sort of individually and clarifiers, but I'll firstly cover off your spirit animal energy for the week. And for my Capricorns, we have the turtle spirit in reverse here. This is sort of feeling that you're pushing too hard with regards to something, that you're very quick to or hopeful to move on from a situation and leave others in the dust. But I don't think that things are happening as quickly as you would like them to happen, even though that's very much what you would desire. For my female Capricorns, you have the Page of Swords in reverse here. So there's no communication here. I do also have this clarified with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So you're waiting on news, you're waiting on communication. With the courthouse and occupation, it's probably with regards to a legal situation on the work front. It doesn't need to be through the court systems as such. It might be you're dealing with HR department. You're having a dispute with a colleague, you know, which management are trying to deal with. You've maybe stated your case, they've stated yours, you're waiting on an outcome, and you're just really keen to put this behind you. The turtle spirit in reverse is saying that you need to let go of the drive to compete and control this situation. It pretty much is out of your hands at this stage for this week. And this non-communication is then clarified with the message. I think it's just confirming that you're waiting for a message, you're waiting in this communication, you're waiting on a feedback, and regarding a false person that you may have been dealing with. It does feel quite worky, Capricorn females. So an issue with someone at work that's maybe been referred. As I say, you've stated your case, you're waiting on an outcome, you're waiting on a decision, and it's probably not going to come through this week in a nutshell. For my Capricorn males, you have the High Priestess. I sort of am seeing her a bit as a judge this week because she's come up with my adjudication card. So again, kind of waiting on a judgment that might not come through this week, although yours looks a lot more positive. Because I do have sudden wealth with the adjudication card here. So you can be dealing with a Pisces. It's with regards to your marriage. You're maybe looking to for a divorce to come through here. You're waiting for the monies to come through. You might not actually be in court this week. That might be all done and dusted, and you're waiting on the judgment from the courts as to, you know, how the monies are going to be divided. But I do have it with my lovely Ten of Cups. It would suggest it is with regards to a marriage. This is a very contented card, which is at odds with your energy this week. I do get the look of love. So I don't know if you're hoping to wrap up one situation to move on with someone else. But I kind of feel it's either or. So this is maybe dropping the weight of a marriage and just waiting on the legal situation to resolve itself. Or indeed it is a legal situation that with sudden wealth may suggest that the outcome is going to be very positive. You're going to get the money you need or the money you want, and there may be someone else that you have in mind who's at a distance from you that you'd like to move towards to create your Ten of Cups here. But in the main, I do feel it's quite a slow week. Progress is maybe not as you would like, and it really is just a case of, you know, let go of the drive to push things. Don't get aggravated or upset by it. It may just be that it's not going to happen this week, Capricorn. And next up we have Virgo male and female. Everyone's coming up in reverse. Porcupine spirit in reverse. So this is feeling really prickly. Oh, hello you. Sit. This is feeling really defensive about a situation. This is sort of assuming that someone is going to hurt you, maybe for good reason, maybe for no reason at all. There could be an old sense of guilt here that's that you're carrying around with you. You're basically feeling very cynical, you're feeling very wary. You're probably going to have some bristly encounters this week, or you may indeed try and avoid a lot of interaction this week, because, you know, this is the sort of mood that you're in. For my female Virgos, you have got the 8 of Cups. So I do see you moving away from an emotional situation here, probably because you are feeling this way. It's come up with my change card and the mature woman. So changes in the main would suggest a change in residence, or considering a change of residence because you are feeling this way, or you are looking to leave someone. I actually see this as quite a positive card, I have to say. A lot of the 8 of Cups isn't. This is a masculine walking away. Someone could be walking away from you this week, and that's what the change actually is, and this is why you're feeling all very bristly and defensive. Or it could be yourself. You'll know your situation. 6 of the Cups are upright and 2 of the Cups are down. So yeah, there's one relationship on the floor here, but someone is very much looking to the horizon. You know, the sun is rising here. It seems positive. So although I think you might be, as I say, prickly, defensive, a bit pissed off with the changes that are happening this week, it's sort of suggesting there's something better that you may or may not be aware of at this stage. And I have the 3 of Coins here. So with regards to work, this is working really hard. It's collaboration, everyone working really well together. So your emotional life seems a bit more of an issue than your work life. And you do have a wealthy man here. So this could be someone that you just work with. You know, it could be your boss or someone you're entering into a new contract with. It could be a job offer, indeed, from someone who's very well set. So, yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag, Virgo females. I kind of feel it can mean that you're feeling a little bit jaded as well, but as I say, it's more on an emotional basis. But I think what you are being guided to do is just focus on the coin this week, focus on collaborating and building something of concrete value. So focus on your work, focus on your money, whilst this emotional issue plays out. I haven't clarified this bizarrely for my Virgo males. You have got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. So very stagnant energy. The things aren't really moving in your favour just now. And I do have, but I do have the Ace of Cups. So this is something brand new. It could be a new romance, a new love. It could be a pregnancy. Let's just see what. Oh, I didn't clarify that. It's kind of half deck. Here is. Where am I? Virgo males. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for my Virgo males? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Well, it's with the Sun, which is happiness and clarity. The Sun. Too many. Why is the Sun here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for my Virgo males? The Sun, please. Why is the Sun here? Oh, crikey, way too many. Oh, this is an odd one. I've got some obstacles here. So yeah, kind of obstacles as to how to turn the wheel in your favour. Some burdens here. There's some issues here. It could be dealing with a mother, a boss, someone who may be quite aggressive. There's quite a bit of sorrow here as well, Virgo, because you're almost sort of being thwarted. Your progress is being thwarted. Your happiness is being thwarted. And it may be with regards to this Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups for Virgo males. What's the Ace of Cups for Virgo males, please? The Ace of Cups for Virgo males. The Ace of Cups for Virgo males. The Ace of Cups for my Virgo males. What does the Ace of Cups represent? And the Moon. Another card on the Moon with the Ace of Cups for Virgo males. Virgo males. Ace of Cups. Moon, Virgo males. Moon, Virgo males. Moon, Virgo males. Put the kettle on, could be here a while. Moon, Virgo males, the moon, the moon, the moon. This is usually a work situation, especially with me having seen the bear. That's not helpful. The clocks. Time, clocks and moon, Virgo male. Oh. Seeing a child. End. Yeah. Isolation. I wasn't going to take any more. Virgo males. It's almost like somebody knows the clock's ticking on this, and something is going to come to an end. But with it just being the Ace of Cups, it's almost like it never really got off the ground. This, it's just a weekly. Virgo males, please. Show me what the moon is for my Virgo males, please. Spirit, what does the moon represent for Virgo males? Oh, bloody hell. It's the Tower. So I do think this is a work issue. It can be your reputation. This is what you're known for. The clocks. Virgo males, the clocks. And the coffin card. Coffin for my Virgo males, please. Spirit, coffin for my Virgo males with the Ace of Cups. Dear Louise. Right. I kind of feel like you feel that time's running out on something here, that something is going to end, and it's feeling like you're trying your hardest to push the wheel in your favor. But there's a major upheaval here that you're trying to avoid, but you are on the clock. At least that's how you feel, Virgo. So there could be an ending here to a creative new beginning, something on the work front. Maybe because of a child, there's some burden. This is creating burden in your life. There's not a lot of movement forward. What's the Tower on the moon for Virgo males? Last card. Let's see the Queen of Wands there. What is the Tower on the moon for? Something is definitely getting dropped here this week. Someone's not able to juggle a situation anymore, whether it be between work and love, or two different people. There does seem to be a definitive ending that you're actually trying to avoid here. I do have the Ten of Swords at the base of the deck as well. And it could involve a Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries female that you're dealing with. So major upheaval here. I mean, there may have been something new that drew your eye, and it may result in the breakdown of a more substantial relationship. You're trying to avoid this though. You're trying to avoid this ending, probably on maybe even with both of them. What is Virgo male trying to avoid? Failure, trying to avoid failure. Right, I mean, okay, pick this up in your main reading, Virgo. It's quite a lot going on there, obviously, but ultimately, with the porcupine spirit in reverse here, it is feeling jaded. It is feeling that things aren't moving in the direction that you would like them to move in, and you are going to be feeling defensive and brutal and argumentative. So it is really a week not to engage, but you've not to lose your rag over this, and not to feel that, not to be too cynical. So you may need to just work on trying to remain as positive as you can with the situation that you're dealing with, and just assume that it's not really a week to get involved, you know, and make hay when the sun shines, and we'll lay down in a darkened room when it's not. I don't know. It's not an easy week, Virgo males, by the looks of things. Okay, moving on to my Taurus. Taurus, you've got the Wasp spirit in reverse here. This is that you've already had the sting. I'm trying to see if I got anything on this. But the sting is remaining in, and this is usually, it's usually a case of you can remove the stinger should you choose, but you've sort of left it in, and it's kind of festering a wee bit here. So there's an element of being pretty possibly even bitter about a situation, and do have the Six of Wands in reverse. This is my Taurus female, so there is some sort of failure here. There's something that's not going your way. You have come through as my Queen of Cups in reverse. Right. So you may be feeling a bit emotionally out of whack this week, emotionally imbalanced, maybe even emotionally needy. You might be particularly weepy because things aren't going your way. It can be on the work front. We've got poverty here. So the money might not be coming in, the successes may not be coming in, and I think you're maybe starting to fret, but it is... This Was card in reverse always suggests that there's something you can choose to change, that the sting has already happened, you know, so many weeks ago, months ago, years ago, but it's something you're choosing to allow to fester, and you maybe need to put an end to that. I do have the Coffin card on the Lovers card here, so there may be a relationship that's coming to an end this week, which is going to make you feel very emotionally, very emotional basically, and disappointed, really. I think you're going to feel quite disappointed and a little bit stung. Oh dear, as I say, my Aquarius, Libra and Gemini went up and they were all a bit, yeah. And now I'm going down the same road with this, so I think it's just a crappy week for the world. So Taurus males, I did get a hip hip hooray, didn't I, in Taurus males? Yes. Page of Wands, here we go, good news, Taurus males. Page of Wands and unexpected income, so this is good news on the money front here. Yeah, it does seem really good. It's maybe just a wee uplift in your wage. It may just be a very small promotion here. I'm getting changes from David Bowie, and I'm getting that you're chasing money, but there is really good news coming in here. On the money front, it's more with regards to unexpected income. I don't see it as massive, but I do see it as something really positive. On the flip side, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, so there's a courtship here, very early day courtship that's not really seeing any progress. It's not getting off the ground. It may just be that you're focused on your money this week, and there's not a lot of love with the Page of Cups in reverse. This can be a water sign child that you're dealing with, maybe someone who's feeling a little bit left out. That's something to watch if you do have a child, especially a water sign, because I do have a message of concern in the pathway, that somebody is moving in a new direction here. I sort of kind of get like a child might leave home, might run away because they're not getting enough attention, for my Taurus males. Or this message might just be coming through to a female that you're dealing with, where, you know, you don't really want to get things back on track with this person. You don't want a new start with this person. You're not really feeling the love for them anymore, and that you are on a new path. And there has been a little uplift in your finances here that's enabled you to do that. So Taurus males, you might be still feeling a bit bitter about a situation here regarding a female, and that's why you don't want to, you know, reignite or start something brand new with them. You almost want to keep your pentacles to yourself here, and start something brand new. Okay, so I'm going to take some advice cards. Advice card for Capricorn, male and females, for the coming week, please. What's the best advice you can offer Capricorn for the coming week? The best advice, please put it for Capricorns for the coming week. Capricorn, ignite your passion. Fire guardian. You are being guided by your angels to connect with powerful energies of desire at this time. If you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. So connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. So I think just a little bit of patience, Capricorn, because as I say, that there's not a lot moving here. So, you know, stay positive. And Virgo, advice for Virgo. What's the best advice you can offer Virgo? Trust in higher forces. I do have my direction guardian in reverse. I don't read these reverse, but this would kind of suggest you're a little bit confused about what direction to take this week. Let's have a look. Choose your path. I'm going to read the shaman because that's fairly obvious, is it not? Shaman for Virgo. There are spiritual allies working in your favour, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct this situation and come out on top. The Shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. So, that's for Virgo, who was my porcupine, feeling all very prickly about the situation. And for my Taurus, my wasps in reverse. Taurus advice this week, week the 20th. The moon, take note of intuitive messages. There might be something coming in the new moon. The moon for Taurus, the moon, what messages? And to take time to reflect. Alright, so this is kind of suggesting to me that you may be not entirely clear on the situation, Taurus. So be careful of any rash decisions that you make where you are feeling a little bit stung by a situation. You could almost, you know, make your situation that bit worse. So I think take this time out to reflect. The Mirror Guardian also sort of points to the fact that, you know, we are not seeing things as clearly as we can. And we're oftentimes projecting what we don't like about ourselves or our own fears onto someone else and not necessarily taking ownership of them. So I would say be more reflective this week and don't take any action when you're coming from a place of feeling stung and hurt in a situation. Just, you know, let things settle and don't do anything rash. There we go. That is your reading, my earth signs for the week beginning. I think it's the 20th. I really must check the date, but from whenever you hear this, it's roughly a week out. I hope you have a good one. Please like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.